Hi, friends. I have learned about the feature on Zoom of virtual backgrounds. My background is not a green screen, and so even in today's amazing technology, you see a little space in my forehead while the computer tries to figure out exactly what is background and what is foreground. This is a picture from the annual conference Love Feast. You see a basin. So I'm happy to announce some Holy Week plans for next week, working with Duggar Punks and Suzanne and a lot of Northern Virginia pastors. Please check out virtuallovefeast.com. This will be our Maundy Thursday offering. We're very excited to connect with friends and leaders that we know that we're going to learn about. Since we're not together to wash each other's feet, we'll have the chance to learn about why we wash feet. When it comes time to that part, we'll hear from seminary dean and professor at Bethany, Steve Schweitzer. When it comes time to partake in communion, we'll hear from Dan Ulrich, Bethany professor as well, the longest tenured professor there. So this is going to be a very exciting time. We'll have about 20 contributors from 12 to 15 churches and institutions, a lot of Northern Virginia pastors, in addition to some lay leaders across the country, on our peace staff, a national youth cabinet member. We have everyone. We have an 11-year-old, we have a 60-year-old. This is truly going to be special. And I hope that there will be dozens of churches that all tune in and engage and celebrate the Love Feast in this way. So thank you so much for all the support this church has shown to the Duggar Punks through the years. We've led the way. And so here we are with a wonderful usage. So Virginia is now shut down with a mandatory stay at home through June 10th. I have seen a wide range of reactions to this news, and I consider each of them valid. What you're feeling is normal and real. Personally, my experience was that of relief. I have been feeling a lot of grief and anxiety about everything going on, and I have been quite nervous that people, not necessarily our congregation, but people across the country and state are not taking this seriously enough or understanding what we're in. And so I experience this stay at home with some relief. There is clarity now. We are in this for what we'll call the long haul. It certainly feels like a long haul. June 10th feels so far away. And I think we're asking ourselves if today we're saying June 10th. I'm chuckling. I'm giving the serious news and there's holes in my forehead. We're going to let this fly. This video is casual by design. We can chuckle even in the middle. I can do other ones too. Did you all know that? I may have to cut this out. Let's see. Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge. I'll make sure to submit that mileage. So now we're at, actually, it's a fairly beautiful shot here. Been reading a lot of great articles. We're going to keep this video short. I encourage you to read some of the articles in this email. They have titles like "That Thing You're Feeling is Called Grief." One of my favorite articles is titled "That It's Time to Emotionally Prepare for What's to Come." It makes the point that we've been very focused on, there you go again, very focused on physical preparations. Those of you with school-aged kids at home, you've been very focused on building routines. A lot of us have heard from people of all ages about trying to make new routines and find peace and joy at new times. I wonder if what we haven't sufficiently done is address our emotions, address our spirituality, and prepare for the haul we're in. A particular website that offers a model I like to check says that we are still 45 to 50 days away from peak Virginia hospital usage. This is just beginning. News of deaths of people we know, or at least of friends of people we know, will happen. I have a weird sense of comfort. I don't mean to be sobering, but I think it's important to accept, to prepare for it. I'm feeling a lot of something called anticipatory grief, because the death count hasn't accelerated yet. In some areas, I saw Illinois, my home state, it is starting to, New York City, of course, hit extraordinarily hard. Well, before I get off track, to address our emotions for where we are to come. We're feeling different griefs at the same time. Anticipatory grief, you kind of pre-grieve, you know it's coming, and so you start grieving in advance. And there's a collective grief, you know. The reality is a lot of the Arlington Church of the Brethren will not lose their jobs, but yet millions, or perhaps even tens of millions across the country will, and in a way we'll experience that together. We are socially conscious people at the Arlington Church of the Brethren, and so the collective grief hits us hard. Please read some of these articles. May they be as comforting to you as they have been to me. My hope is that we can begin to name our emotions, and in naming them, find some comfort. Please check out the email that went along with this video. If you caught this on Facebook and are interested, hit us up, acob@arlingtoncob.org, and we'll happily add you to our email list and forward this email to you. I'm going to close with a song from a friend of mine. I pre-ordered this album like a year ago, and I suppose he had some extra time now, and so I just received this today, and he said, give me permission to share this with you, perhaps a riff on one of my beloved hymns, "It Is Well With My Soul, It Is Well With My Soul." And so in this time where we look for a little wellness, please enjoy this music. Please take some time to care for yourself and care for those around you. Peace. And we'll see you Sunday at 11 a.m. for the Zoom. Also, information in the email.
And all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And all of thing shall